What's up, my YouTube family? It's your boy Berto checking in with another video, guys. It's early in the morning. You guys know I'm always working, putting out videos for you guys. And what you just seen was a huge snake. I believe that was a python. That snake looks to be over 35 foot long, maybe over 40. You know, they're gonna tell us it's something smaller, not to scare us. But I've been telling people for a while that there are some creatures out there. There are some creatures in this world that just, we know nothing about. Nothing about. Some huge creatures. And for years, they've been lying to us about, what they really know that's out there. Antarctica, they don't tell us the truth about the creatures that are really living out there. Um, they don't tell us the truth about the creatures living in the Amazon. There are things living in the Amazon that we thought to be extinct or never existed. In Antarctica, there are some creepy looking beings, mermaid looking animals, or people, humanoid, they look humanoid, that they don't tell us about because of fear. They don't want us to know about these things because once we start questioning these things, we start realizing that we don't share this planet with just humans and regular animals. There are other species of humanoid type creatures that can challenge us for this planet. And maybe that's not their thought to challenge us, but the government fears that. Did you see the size of that snake? The snake was huge. That snake could kill any one of us if it wanted to. We would be its lunch. We would be its lunch. It's something like a movie. Like a movie. They don't tell us about Bigfoot. Bigfoot should be one of the easiest things to find. One of the easiest things to find. You hear nothing about it. Nothing about it. Because why? They can never find it. You only see small video clips. We know it exists. But like I said, some things are better kept hidden from us. And then some of these things they're using for money. You're not allowed to really explore the Amazon. It's a lot of things out there that we're not allowed to do. And it's reasons we can't do it because they're trying to keep something from us. Only researchers and biologists and stuff like they're allowed to go to certain places. That's just weird to me. Like, you look at the Amazon, you wonder what's out there in these waters. Like, look at that. Then in the Arctic, you got all this stuff that can be explored. There are all type of hidden creatures out there they don't want us to know about. And then you got the Loch Ness, all that water, and that big old creature lurking down there that they act like they can never find. And the notorious Bigfoot, the one that we should always be finding, but we can never find. How and come? Then the Nigen, the first reported on a website known as 2Channel, a user who claimed to have worked on a Japanese research vessel in the Arctic stated that he and several others saw a large, all-white, vagal humanoid figure swim by their ship and disappear into the depths. The user claimed photographs exist, but they were never released due to government suppression. This was seen in the Arctic. This is what I'm talking about. The government hides everything from us. Look at this, and I believe it. And part of the reason I believe it is, you guys know in the Arctic they discovered that there was this type of ice that you couldn't even touch. If you touch it with your hand would freeze. They had to put it in a certain kind of container because it was so cold. And this ice they found, they dug deep down in Antarctica's thick ice. Deep down in the ice. And because this ice was so cold, they made a special container to conceal it in. And I said before that ice was a shield, a barrier or something to keep us humans out of. It's guarding something, it's protecting something. And it's been said for years that there was an ancient civilization of aliens type creatures that live in the Arctic. And they've been hiding there for years, thousands of years. Thousands of years. That's one of the only places they don't have to worry about human interaction unless they come to the surface. And what you see in this picture here is one of those creatures coming out to explore the surface, to see what's going on, enjoying, just freely swimming. Just freely swimming. There's so much unknown about the Arctic. There's definitely a civilization living there, whether it's aliens or there's some unknown mythical creatures living there. There is something there. Something there. And with that cold ice like that, for something that can live in something like that, any type of freezing cold, the Arctic itself is already really cold. So just living in that period is a task itself. You got to be superhuman because no regular human can live in nothing like that. That shows you a lot. Just like that snake you seen at the beginning of the video, that thing was huge. But there are snakes out there even bigger than that. There are creatures out there way longer than that. That's just the tip of the ice. That's not even the tip of the iceberg. Bigfoot, one of the most popular mythical creatures, and should be one of the easiest ones to find. We can't find it. We have no way to contact. We have no way to interact with Bigfoot. No way. Which is scary because it's a land creature. How can we? And it's something you would think we would easily be able to find, but we can't. We can't. And why is the Amazon not explored more? Why do we not know more about the Amazon? The Amazon is one of the most mysterious places in the world, and it holds a lot of creatures we don't know anything about. I still, to this day, feel like there are dinosaur creatures living in the Amazon. They just have to be. It's just too big, too much there for us not to know anything about it. Just as the Loch Ness. We all know the Loch Ness is real. You can't tell me otherwise. It's a prehistoric dinosaur. Actually, there was a photo from, I believe, Google Maps, or somebody took a photo from up above, and they actually had the picture of the Loch Ness up by the shore, like underneath the water. You could see the shadow of it. It was huge. But these mythical creatures are starting to die away because the government has stopped putting attention on it. Because they don't want us to figure out what's really, truly out here with us. They don't. Antarctica we should know a lot more about. The government hides so much that goes on there. You notice they don't really talk about any of the research they do there unless it's telling us about, orchids or polar bears and stuff like that. They don't really talk about what they found in the Arctic. They've been there for so many years. So many years. But yet, you don't get any info on it. Something is seriously, mysteriously going on in the Arctic, and we got to find out. One thing is for sure, y'all. We're not out here alone. We're not, extraterrestrials, UFOs, Bigfoot, Loch Ness, the mysteries of the Arctic, the mysteries of the Amazon, that huge snake you seen. It's a lot going on, a lot we don't know about. If that snake exists, that big, and like I said, they kind of dumb down the size of a lot of these things to not scare us and not let us know what's truly out there. They'll tell us that's a 25-foot long python. That thing is clearly 35 to 40 feet, maybe even longer. Look what they had holding it up. It looked like some kind of crane or something. That thing could easily kill one of us, swallow one of us, no problem. The government is hiding the existence of a lot of things, and that's my whole point of making this video. They're hiding the existence of a lot of things. But it's scary knowing what's truly out there with us. And there are things that live right here among us every day that have been hidden from us. Down from witches, vampires, reptilian people, you name it. They live in this world with us. They really do. Don't be fooled, y'all. Don't be fooled, because eventually what's in the dark will come to the light. And when it comes to the light, it's not going to be anything worth wanting to see. We live in scary times. Why don't we know about the bottom of the ocean yet? You have all this advanced technology to go to space, but we don't have the technology to go to the bottom of the ocean. Doesn't that make you wonder? What's down there that we're so scared of? What is down there? Because they know what's hidden at the bottom of the ocean. They know what's down there. Oh, nobody goes back to the moon. No country goes back to the moon, or even attempts to go to the moon. Why? They're trying to go to Mars. You don't have the equipment to go to the moon, but you have the equipment to send these rovers and stuff to Mars. It's because something was on the moon. I've said this plenty of times. There was something on the moon. And it scared the shit out of them. And they could not afford to bring it back to Earth. And I think they did bring something back to Earth. That's another story. But remember, never trust the government.